The world doesn't know it, but they're counting on you.
Good news for movie buffs. The wait is over and Mission Impossible 8 is about to blow your mind. With Tom Cruise once again defying gravity and logic, this teaser promises the wildest stunts yet, jaw-dropping action, and twists that'll keep you guessing. Ready to dive into the madness? Okay, folks, let's talk about the teaser that just dropped for Mission Impossible 8, and let's be real, it's already making waves. When it comes to action-packed blockbusters, Tom Cruise knows how to deliver. We've seen him push the limits before, but this teaser, wow, it's got us asking, what more can this guy do? Because let's face it, we thought he'd reached his peak with that insane motorcycle stunt off a cliff in Dead Reckoning Part 1, but Mission Impossible 8, it looks like he's cranking things up even further. So what did we actually see in this teaser? Well, not much in terms of specific plot details. That's no surprise, right? These teasers are experts at keeping us hooked without giving away too much. But what we did see was enough to get our hearts racing. The opening shot, it's classic Mission Impossible Ethan Hunt, running full speed with that serious, determined look on his face. And we've all seen Tom Cruise running in almost every movie, but somehow it never seems to get old. Wouldn't most people agree? And then, boom! Cut to a series of high adrenaline sequences. Planes, cars, boats, you name it, it's there. And of course, the familiar faces we've come to love are back. There's Simon Pegg's Benji, looking as nervous and sarcastic as ever. Rebecca Ferguson's Ilsa Faust, still as cool and mysterious as before. And Ving Rhames Luther, always with that steady, calming presence amid all the chaos. But here's the kicker. Haley Atwell's character, Grace, is back, and it seems like she's now fully part of the IMF team. The teaser shows her in some intense situations, and we can't help but wonder, has she truly joined the team, or are there trust issues still bubbling under the surface? Really? Can we trust her just yet? Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Tom Cruise and his crazy stunts. That means we've come to expect nothing less, right? But honestly, every time we think we've seen it all, Cruise just goes and does something even more mind-blowing. Remember when he scaled the Burj Khalifa in Ghost Protocol? Or how about clinging to the side of a flying plane in Rogue Nation? Insane, right? But guess what? He's not done. In this teaser, there's a quick shot of Cruise in what looks like another gravity-defying stunt. We see him hanging off the side of a speeding train, and just when you think, oh, he's just doing a typical action scene, the train goes over a bridge, plummeting into what seems like a huge canyon. Seriously, how many lives does this guy have? You've gotta ask yourself, how does he even prepare for these stunts? Is he part superhuman at this point? If you've seen the behind-the-scenes footage of his previous stunts, you know Cruise takes these things seriously. No green screens, no CGI, it's all real. And I'm pretty sure when we get a closer look at this new stunt, it'll leave us all speechless. So, here's a question for you. What do you think is Tom Cruise's craziest stunt so far? Before we dive into the plot hints, let's take a moment to talk about why Tom Cruise continues to dominate the action movie landscape even after decades in the industry. It's not just the crazy stunts, though let's be honest, those are incredible. It's also his commitment to storytelling and pushing the boundaries of what an action movie can be. Cruise doesn't just rely on flashy effects or over-the-top sequences. He's constantly innovating, ensuring that each film is more thrilling, more intense, and more surprising than the last. He's got the drive to make every Mission Impossible movie feel fresh, which is why audiences keep coming back. Really, how many actors are still doing this level of stunt work at his age? It's part of what makes the franchise feel so authentic, so grounded, even when the stakes are sky high. Now, we know what you're all thinking. What's the plot? What's going on with Ethan Hunt this time? Well, as usual with the Mission Impossible franchise, the teaser isn't giving us the full picture just yet. And let's be real, they love to keep us guessing. But we do know that the events of this movie are picking up right where Dead Reckoning Part 1 left off. If you remember, that movie ended with a massive cliffhanger, no pun intended, and we're all still reeling from it. Here's the big question that the teaser makes us ponder. Is this the final mission of Ethan Hunt? We've heard the rumors, and there's been talk that this might be the film where Ethan finally hangs up his IMF badge. But then again, it's Tom Cruise we're talking about. Can we really imagine him stepping away from the action? The teaser hints at a showdown between Ethan and Gabriel, the villain played by Asai Morales. If you thought Gabriel was a ruthless force in Dead Reckoning, well, it looks like he's back, and more dangerous than ever. But there's an even bigger twist. The AI-driven entity that's been pulling the strings is still out there. How do you even fight something that can predict your every move? Talk about impossible, right? And what about Grace? She was such an intriguing character in the last film, someone who started out as a thief but ended up joining the IMF. But can she be trusted? Or will her past come back to haunt her? The teaser definitely hints at some internal struggles within the team, and we all know how much this franchise loves to play with the idea of betrayal and trust. So where do you guys stand? Do you trust Grace, or do you think she's hiding something? We've got a lot of familiar faces returning in this one, and that's part of what makes the Mission Impossible franchise so great. Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson, they're all back. And honestly, what would this series be without them? Their chemistry with Tom Cruise is something that has been built up over the years, and it's amazing to see how their characters have evolved. But the new addition that everyone's talking about is still Haley Atwell's Grace. We know she's capable of pulling off complex roles, she's already proven that, but now it looks like she's diving headfirst into some intense action. There's a shot of her driving a getaway car, dodging obstacles in what looks like a high-speed chase through narrow European streets, and honestly, it looks like something straight out of a Fast and Furious movie. Can Grace handle the pressure? Well, we're about to find out. One thing you can always count on with these movies is the jaw-dropping locations, and from the looks of the teaser, Mission Impossible 8 is no different. What do you guys think? Are you excited for this new chapter in the Mission Impossible saga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're as pumped as we are, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.